twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. Smith going to go to the air first play. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. He is off to an unfathomable start, throwing the football, throwing the 2 passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Play action. Now Purdy. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 13 yards out.
And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and set packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
So plenty of fireworks here early, 35-0 now as the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, if you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their face.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Flushed out right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So great throw right there. What a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they're playing here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So we come upon halftime here. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout from the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's complete to Lockett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. McLeod to return it.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the 2nd half of a game.
Looking for the end zone.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll try for and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be 49er football.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy.
That's caught out right by Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerome Jennings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild. Back now here in Santa Clara. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's McLeod on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Now Gino on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, Smith. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Smith. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he's going to go down again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of.
It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they got to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Smith now to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
I'm hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because